So in a spreadsheet, what would the formula equals sum A4 colon A12 do? Well, what's it going to do? It's going to add up everything in A4 all the way through A12. It sums everything up. Well, just like it sums everything up from A4 to A12, we have the symbol sigma, that's read sigma, which tells us to sum up everything. Now, as I say, it's called sigma and it's read as the summation. So let's look at an example. So we have the summation or the sigma here symbol, and it says right here, end to 1. It's going to start at 1, and then here at the top, it says where it ends. So basically, it wants us to plug 1 into this equation, get an answer, then go to the next number, 2, plug it in, get an answer, and then stop once we plug 3 in, get an answer, and then add them all together. So it wants us to evaluate this doing when n is 1, when n is 2, and when n is 3. So again, this tells me where to start, where to stop, and here's the equation. So let's plug 1 in to the equation. So 2 times 1 minus 1. Well, that's 2 minus 1. That gives me an answer of 1. It now says plug 2 in and get an answer. 2 times 2 is 4, minus 1 is 3. And finally, plug 3 in, and then you can stop. 6 minus 1 is 5. And now, the summation, add them all together. 1 plus 3 plus 5 gives me an answer of 9. So the answer to this problem, when we add up all those things, is 9. Now, notice it doesn't have to be an n. It can say, hey, we're doing b's. We're starting at -4 and ending at 2. So we're going to plug in b as -4. Then as we count up, -3, -2, and it says, hey, stop at -2. Once you've plugged -2 in, then sum it all up. So we're going to do -3 times -4 plus 1. Now, you might be wondering, why do they have that there? Well, I put that there because I was going to raise it to a power, but I changed my mind. So didn't really need it. But anyway, -3 times -4 is 12. 12 plus 1, 13. I now plug in -3 to the b value. That's 9 plus 1, 10. And now I plug in -2, 6 plus 1, 7, and then sum it all up, 30. So the answer here is 30. It's that simple. The summation is just saying, hey, add all these up. And again, this tells you where to start. This tells you where to stop. It's that simple. Not a challenge at all, really. So what do we know? Do we know what 5, and that symbol, was it 5, means? No, that's actually read 5 factorial. Okay, and what does 5 factorial mean? 5 factorial means a 5 times a 4 times a 3 times a 2 times a 1. Now notice this grows very quickly. This alone, 5 factorial is 120. 6 factorial means you would basically be doing 6 times all of that, which is 120. 720. See how quickly it grows? It gets crazy. It grows very, very quickly. So large that if you try to take your calculator and do 100 factorial, it's going to give you an error because it's over 100 digits long and your calculator can't do it. It's too big. It's gargantuan. So what if we had to figure this out? Now, 8 factorial, if we think what it means, again, this is a situation where thinking what something means helps us tremendously. 8 factorial means 8 times 7 times 6 times 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6 factorial means 6 times 5, 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Now, a lot of you would try to figure out what 8 times 7 times 6 times... You don't need to do that because notice up top you have a 6 and below you have a 6. Those divided are just 1. The 5's divided are 1. The 4's divided are 1. The 3's 1, 1, 1. You're just left with 8 times 7 up top. This answer is nothing but 56. That's much easier to do because if you try to figure up that top, it's huge. It's a big number. And the bottom we already know is 720. We can do this without even using a calculator if we just think through what it means. And that's what we're doing on some of these. Well, let's look at this one. And this will be our final one here. It says 100 factorial over 99 factorial. If you try to use a calculator, it's going to say error. It can't do it because it tries to do 100 factorial and it's too big. But if you and I think what this means, it means 100 times 99 times 98. Now, do I really want to keep going all the way? No. Dot, 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 times 2 times 1. I'm showing that it ends at 1. 99 factorial, 99, 98, 97, dot, 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 times 2 times 1. Now, just like the last one, do you see anybody disappearing? Yeah, 99 divided by 99, 1. 98's good, 97's, everybody goes away. You're simply left with 100 up top, the number 1 in the bottom. So this answer is 100. That's how we work these. We think through what they mean.